everything we do flows from our beliefs. I believe behavior flows from beliefs. So the question is, where do beliefs come from and how do they affect us? And so in this video today, I want to share with you a clip from a presentation I made recently about belief systems. And hopefully it encourages you, inspires you, and adds value to your life. I'm Dr. Manny Scott. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and enjoy this video. It's improbable, statistically, that I'm even standing here talking to you. If you just look at people who are from where I'm from, if you look at all of the statistics about kids who grew up the way I grew up, kids in single parent homes, kids where there's drugs and alcohol and abuse in the home, kids who miss X number of days of school per year, kids who are transient, who move from place to place. You just look at all of the statistics and you see that kids like me aren't supposed to make it. Statistically, I shouldn't be talking to you right now. And so I've had to do a lot of soul searching. Manny Scott, how did you overcome all those obstacles? How did you endure all of those hardships? How did you make it through all of that brokenness and hopelessness and sadness to become the man you are? Who helped you? What did they do? What worked? What didn't work? And how can you package that and share that with others so that they can help the little Manny Scotts, little Emanuela Scotts in their lives, overcome their obstacles, achieve their dreams, become everything that they're supposed to be, everything they want to be? How can you help others reach more little Mannies so that you're not the only one who has this kind of story? And so today, that's what I want to talk about. I think all success begins with one's beliefs, one's belief systems, mainly about ourselves, our self-concept. But what's a belief? What is a belief? How would you define what a belief is? Well, this is my very basic definition of what a belief is. A belief is something, it's a feeling of certainty that something is real or true. That's what a belief is. It's a feeling that something is true or real. That's a belief. So where do our beliefs come from? Where do our beliefs come from? I believe our beliefs are undergirded by references, by like legs under a table, reference. And the more references you have for a belief, the stronger your emotional attachment is to that belief. So let me give you an example. Or first, let me ask you a question. Think of some of your students. Think of one of your students. Think of maybe one of your most challenging students. Think of what you think is holding that student back. What belief does that kid have that is holding him or her back? Man, I'm not a good student. School ain't relevant. People like me, we don't do good in school. School is for white people. These are all beliefs. What are some beliefs that you've heard your kids share or that you know they hold in their hearts to be true? What are some of those beliefs that are holding them back? Those limiting beliefs, those beliefs that are keeping them from rising above their circumstances, rising above the poverty, rising above the trauma and the violence or whatever they're dealing with. What belief system is keeping them from rising? Because it comes from somewhere. And so I submit to you that those beliefs, whatever they are, come from references that they've had. I used to believe that I was not college material. People like me don't go to college. Where did that come from? I was a kid. I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't know what college was. People like me don't go to college. Where did I get that from? Well, I had references. My mama dropped out of high school. My father dropped out of high school. My older brothers dropped out of high school. All my aunties and uncles dropped out of high school. I didn't know anybody in my family who graduated from high school. Nobody graduated. So these references undergirded, laid the foundation for my belief that school just ain't that important, and people like me, we just don't go to school. We don't do well in school. School is for suckers, man. Like, school ain't for people like us. That's a belief system. But I had a teacher come into my life and take me and my friends to college campuses and expose us to college campuses. And let me give you a specific example. We went to Pomona Pitzer College in California, and my teacher was smart. She knew to separate us from our friends because we would act a fool and play and have too much fun and try to get numbers and all of that. So she separated us, and she made us sit at these tables with college students by ourselves. So she sat me at a table with 5 college students, 6, 7 college students, and everyone had their own table with college students. I'm sitting at this table, nervous, intimidated, feeling unworthy. I'm looking at all these students. All of them are white students. And I'm looking at them like, man, all these people are smarter than me, man. Like, people like me, I don't even belong here, man. My self-esteem was so low. I felt so dumb, man. I'm like, these people are going to know I'm stupid. I don't belong here. And they were just talking, and they were kind. They were gracious. They were encouraging. But in my brain, I don't belong here. But one guy at the table, he was sitting right over here. He started talking. He was a college student. He started talking, but he didn't sound that smart. And I leaned forward and I was like, man, if he's in college, then maybe I could go to college because I'm smarter than him. That one reference changed my belief about what I thought was possible for me. Your belief system, primarily about yourself, your self-concept, usually determines how you behave. And you cannot behave for long in a way that is incompatible with how you see yourself. You can't trick your self-concept. You cannot outperform your self-concept. You rise or fall to the level of your self-concept. And so if you want to help students achieve more, you have to alter and improve and radically transform how they see themselves. I'm not a good student. I'm not college material. People like me don't go to college. This self-concept has to be changed by references. And so, because a student cannot behave for long in a way that's incompatible with his or her self-concept, your job is to improve that student's self-concept. You have to give him or her glimpses of their own possibilities. You need to let them see themselves. You need to help them imagine themselves succeeding in school. Because if they can see themselves in their head succeeding in school, and if they can believe it in their heart that that vision, that imagination can become a reality, if they believe that, then they can begin behaving and achieve that dream that's in their head. But it starts in their head. If I don't think I'm a good student, I'm not going to behave like a good student. But if I can imagine myself walking across that stage, if I can imagine myself hugging mama, telling her I did it, if I can imagine myself hugging my little brother and telling him he can do it too, if I can imagine myself and if I can believe it in my heart, then I can achieve it in real life. It starts right here. The work that you do begins right here. It's a battle for the minds of these young people. It's a battle against the negative self-concepts that they have. Your job right now is to get into their heads and hearts and help them see beyond their circumstances. Everything starts with belief. Everything starts with self-concept. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.